Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to try out the OG and the GOAT Pixel Experience ROM in 2026. And yes, let's revisit it straight away. Moving to Android 13. So guys, welcome to Android 13 and this is the Android 13 based Pixel Experience ROM and this is the only OG Pixel Experience ROM that we have on our device right now. And yes, you can also install it if you want, but this is just a revisit. So we're going to check about a section first, so about phone. And as you can see, Android version 13. Now Android version 13 was the last version of Pixel Experience, and then it closed down due to some reasons, but we are here not to discuss about that. We are here to experience the OG Pixel experience again in 2026. So as you can see, we have security update June 2025, so it's not kind of old that we would have gotten with the Android version 13, and kernel version 4.9. It depends on your device, obviously, and the security patch also depends on what device you are using. I have the Redmi Note 4 with the Android 13 based Pixel Experience ROM, and it was built on April 4, 2026. As you can see, the kernel compilation date, or maybe just the kernel was built then. Now, my reason to install the Pixel Experience ROM was first, the Android 16 ROMs were not that much stable. I mean, even if they are stable, they are kind of laggy and there were a lot of issues, minor issues here and there, like people were always complaining about. But I mean, if you're complaining, then I think this is the way to go. This is Android 13 Pixel Experience, so you get a plain, pure Pixel AOSP smoothness on your device. As you can see, all the Pixel apps, you can also install additional Google apps like I have installed. And yeah, I have installed Spotify. As you can see, settings UI, pure Pixel, pure stock. There's no additions, no customizations. Obviously, we have some internal features inside the system, but yeah, it's kind of same. It doesn't even matter if you're using Android 15 or Android 16. Like if you want to stay updated up to with the security patch, then you must install Android 16 custom ROMs. But if you are not caring about any security updates, if there's no official document store onto your device, or if there are no privacy things with your if you're not stored any private things or any other stuff into your device, then it's totally fine to use a very older ROM. As you can see, very plain the settings UI kind of looked since Android 11. It was just like that, and then we have some internal features also. Let's check out if there are any more improvements inside those features. So as you can see, you have your basic features in here. We have some adaptive connectivity. Yeah, extends battery life, improves device. So there are some software kind of features that have always enhanced those particular Android versions. Other than that, we have all the connection stuff. Then inside apps, as you can see, you might see some additional features, software features in Android 16. Obviously, that's the work that had been done with the newer versions, and you can see all your notification stuff. And moving into battery, this is the battery usage. So as you can see, no graph here. Adaptive preferences, graph is not available kind of right now, but yeah, we have this progress, battery progress, status, storage. As you can see, one and the same. It's kind of similar to the Android 16, so you won't be missing out majorly if you don't care about the latest versions. And yeah, all other things are same. It's based on the LineageOS, so you won't feel a bit. And even into dark theme, we have used black theme, so it is going to use the AMOLED black, pure black theme, which is also available in Android 16. There's an option, but you don't have the enhanced or expanded dark mode, which also enables or forces apps to use the dark mode. We have tap to wake, tap to sleep. Also, this is device dependent, so don't be happy that if you don't have tap to wake on your current device and it doesn't support, and if you go back on this ROM, it will be there. Then wallpaper and style, as you can see, kind of similar UI. You can see your colors option, your lock screen you can configure, and it has a separate lock screen option. Then into security also, You can see some features are similar. Into privacy, we have the dashboard and all that stuff. Obviously, the latest Android versions will have a lot of improvements into system. You have gestures, quick tap. We have all those system stuff. As you can see, three finger gesture is also there. Screenshot, getting back, quick touch. So we have seen similar options in here. We have on-screen navbar and system navigation. You can also use the gesture navigation. So as you can see, everything is same. There's not much of kind, but I prefer the hardware keys only. And these were all the settings. So in terms of settings, there are a lot of similarities. Obviously, missing features in terms of the additions that have been made over the period of the Android versions. But yes, it's not something that you're going to fully miss out on. The basic features, they are totally there and they work totally fine. Also, you can see the system. Now, if you give an exception to Android 16 QPR to UI, this UI is similar in all of the Android versions from 13 or 14, 15, 16. Obviously, some UI improvements have been done, but that's not something to be called of a major update that had been overhauled into the system. But yes, QPR2 brings that, the material expressive design. The QPR1 brings the material expressive design, and that is something to be, being in updated with. But yes, if you like the old traditional classic UI, then you won't, even bite an eye on trying out the Android 13 Pixel experience, because it is smooth, it is totally clean kind of a ROM. And yes, people miss out this ROM because this ROM give you a total pixel port onto your device. So it's totally pixel, and with the minimal features of LineageOS makes it a perfect what you call it as a daily driver. Also, as it's Android 13 and now right now we are on Android 16, and obviously Android 17 is also just around the corner to be having adapted with the custom ROMs. There will be not so many of an issues regarding daily driving, and as you can see, even camera and other stuff. We also have IR blaster working, so it's something to be you know good means. You can take it on a good means that there won't be any bugs that you have to worry about or something like that. So this is also a point to be noted when you're going back onto the older version of custom ROMs. And guys, this totally depends upon the device, upon what hardware it had back in the day, and right now, if it's compatible with the latest Android versions. But if not, then I guess switching to this previous Android versions or a lighter version, which would really get your device a good impact and able to run some apps, because Android 13 is not that kind of old that the app compatibility will be missed out. You will always have latest app compatibility. As you can see, the Google apps, also the latest Google apps are there. You can see the drive icon, and maybe I don't know what icons have changed, but yes, calendar icon. As you can see, all the new Google apps are also been updated with the system. So it's not that app compatibility will be an issue. Might be some apps might set a target to install it obviously on Android 14 or plus. Then that might be an issue that is dependent upon the specific app. And in terms of security also, if there are banking apps or any apps that store your personal data or something like that, in that terms I think getting updated is the most suitable option. But if you're not using any of those apps, if you're not storing any personal data, then I guess Android 13 is not that kind of you can call it old. It has the same UI elements, similar, might call them, not same, similar UI elements. And actually we are getting more smoothness. So there's no thing to be thinking of to when it comes to switching ROMs. And if you want to just use this device as a Spotify player, a music player, or a video player, or just give it to someone who is old and it doesn't care about any personal uh, stuff onto the phone or banking apps, or small children to have them watch their studies content, or just for fun. But yeah, avoid giving it to children because it's not a good habit to give smartphones to children until a age. But yes, that was it. That was the revisit, and I don't know what this video actually means. I just wanted to experience Android 13. Actually, the Pixel Experience Android 13, not just Android 13, the Pixel Experience 13. And for our legacy devices, our older devices, this means something that is going to keep them alive, keep them running even after 5 or 6 years in the future. And people might forget what Android 13 was, but people will never forget Pixel Experience. So I think this would be a goat move to go back, check out Android 13 based Pixel Experience onto your device right now. And I hope you guys have liked the video. And if you think that I lighted up the Pixel Experience onto your mind, and if you if I'm not saying that you have lost the idea of Pixel Experience, but this is the OG and might have lighted the will to install it right now. So go there, go on XDA, go on Telegram, see if your device is having the Pixel Experience ROM. Obviously Android 13, so the device should be around 4 to 5 years old. So check out if your device has that in their forums or the Telegram groups, and go away, install it, use it for a week, then you will get refreshed, and then you will feel that Android 16 is something new. It's for those users that are feeling that Android 16 is kind of boring and now they wanted to do something new. Like even Android 17, if you use it a lot of custom ROMs, and then you'll get bored, then there's no other UI to be used. But this one is for those OG Pixel Experience lovers, those who don't care about the new UI or the new stuff, and the device is just lying around as a brick around the corner. Charge it up, install the Pixel Experience, and give it a life again. It will be smoother. Obviously, instead of being dead, the device is good as smoother experience, in my opinion. So give it a go, and that's it, guys. Nothing else to be discussed. This is my Redmi Note 4, and I've installed the Pixel Experience ROM on this one, Android 13 based. If you want the link for it, and if you have Redmi Note 4, then make sure you comment down below, and you have to subscribe to my channel for more such videos. And that's it, guys. See you soon. You can like, dislike, subscribe, share, do everything, whatever it's in your hands. And also, guys, take care. See you soon, and bye bye.